Welcome to Read the Book First, a book to movie adaptation podcast. Today we are talking about the 2004 wonderful teenage medieval
hmm
almost jukebox musical, Ella Enchanted.
It's so close.
It's so
It's
close to a
exactly
jukebox
what I
musical.
want from a
Yes,
jukebox musical, in that it is not, but the
a
songs are
jukebox
there.
musical. Yes.
Yeah.
Marissa's back to help us round off this mini Ella Enchanted Cinderella
hmm
three
hmm
episodes trio. Yeah.
The
I
trifecta.
the trifecta. I haven't rewatched this in a while. Like I think it's been about 4 or 5 years since I rewatched it, which for me, a chronic rewatcher of movies,
Yes.
is a lot.
hmm I used to dot it at places that didn't have like good enough Wi-Fi to have like streaming services. So, and this is still, I can tell you, constantly on TV. Like if you have the Freeform channel, which was like it used to be Teen
hmm
Nick and the N and all that. It's an ABC Family. That was another one.
ABC Family, yeah.
Um, mhm. Yeah, then you're still able to watch this movie with just excessive commercial breaks.
But
But yeah,
it's worth it.
it is. And they don't
hmm
have to change very much. Like, you
Yeah.
know how theatrical or non like TV releases are
hmm
janky.
I remember seeing this in theaters because this came out in 2004, so I was like fourth grade, probably, maybe fifth grade. And I remember seeing this in theaters, and I had read the book before that, of course. Of course I did. No one's surprised. But
No one's surprised.
uh
That book
I
is
remember
so Janessa coded. It is
the book,
absolutely insane. Yeah, it's
yes,
actually crazy.
it is. And I remember we were on a swim meet. So we were in, I don't know if it was Sitka or Juneau, but we went to the movies because we always went to movies on swim meets. And I remember my friend who loved the book as well hated this movie because it was so different and hated it. And a lot of book fans, Ella Enchanted book fans, do not like this movie. And they're like, it's the worst adaptation. But I remember watching this and being like, my life has changed for the better. Like what Wicked was to a lot of people was this
The
movie to me.
the worst adaptation ever.
Yes.
Okay, just maybe
No,
not exposure, girl.
they're dramatic. Yes, but like I was on like TikTok the other day on random like I was looking up stuff to see like any like funny memes or whatever about this movie, and there's still people in the year 2026 ranting about how this movie is not a good adaptation. And it just makes me mad because I love this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the way the book is written is good for a book, and I don't think it would be very interesting if that was the exact plot of the movie. It's basically like it's all Ella. Like that's
Yeah.
all it is. There's not really a plot to the
N-
book, and that's fine.
No. Yeah.
Because there's other things, but
Yeah.
yeah, for a movie, I think it,
And it's like weirdly dark, and Disney at 2004 cannot make that dark of a
yes.
movie.
I
Yeah.
still think Ella Enchanted, the movie, is kind of dark, but it's not as dark
Oh,
as the
yes.
book.
Yeah, but I think what this movie stands out from this like early aughts kind of teen tween really movies is that it's balanced with its seriousness and the darkness of parts of it, but it's so funny. Like they have slapstick humor, they have like witty humor. Like it's such a balanced
They have
movie.
humor that is like for adults. Like
hmm
stuff that when I've watched this when I was younger, there's no way that I texted you about one of the like
hmm
there's like an OJ Simpson reference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's for everyone, this movie,
hmm
including the haters.
Yeah, and this is one of the movies that we watched frequently at home at my dad's because it was a movie that my brother didn't detest, and it was a movie that my dad found funny because my dad is a big Monty Python fan, and so the fact
hmm
that Eric Idle is the one doing the voiceovers and is in and out as the narrator, like my dad and stepmom loved that because they love Monty Python, and so
Yeah.
like it was a great. Janessa gets to pick a movie, and everyone's not going to be mad at her for choosing this movie.
Yeah, great. It works for everyone. The cast is so freaking stacked in this book or in this movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the first person you hear is Eric Idle. It's like, oh my God, we are
And
in
it's not
for
just a beginning
Minnie
thing, and he's
Driver.
throughout.
Yeah, he's
Minnie
throughout.
Driver's
I love
so
that.
good.
hmm
She's gorgeous.
Vivica A. Fox is in
Yeah.
it. Like, it's
Carrie Ellis?
crazy. Gary Elwes.
Of
Heidi
course.
Klum is in it, which is something I
Yeah.
had never realized before.
Yeah. I
Yeah, it's
it
great. And Anne Hathaway was like really popular. This
hmm
is post Princess Diaries by a couple
yes.
years, so
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
very popular at this point.
Yeah. And currently it is an Anne Hathaway year. I've still
But yeah, we're
not watched D
having
Double Wars Prava 2 yet. I haven't watched it yet. Have you watched it?
me neither. No, no, no.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till it comes on streaming probably.
Same. But
Because
my
Devil
mom
Wears
watched it
Prada
and
is
she
like a
liked it.
unique. Oh, well, it's like a unique movie in that it's not meant for me to see it in theaters, which is weird. Because I think it's because like I only have ever watched it on like the tiniest TV screens you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, Devil Wears Prada it's not a TV movie
Kind of how like I always will watch if it's an option,
or it's not a theater
Crazy
movie.
Rich Asians on airplanes. If it's an option, I'm watching
Oh
that.
yeah.
It's a great
Yeah.
airplane movie. Ella Enchanted. This movie
Oh yeah.
is I don't know where we went. It's okay. This movie, I love the sets. I'm obsessed with the costumes. I love the like it's medieval, quote medieval, but really it's just modern things
Yep.
without like the carriage is a taxi cab. There's a wooden escalator. Like it cracks me
The
up. I
wooden
love it.
escalator is so funny.
And I remember watching that and just being like, Hollywood is magic. Like when I was in fourth grade, I was just like I like this movie truly was like, I love movies because of this, because it's so ridiculous, but it
It's
works.
so, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so, this is camp. This is like
hmm
tongue-in-cheek,
hmm
silly, goofy to me.
In the best way, like in a
Yeah,
clever way,
because
not
there's
in a
like some intentionality to it, which is a requirement for me to consider something camp.
yes, absolutely. As far as like the beginning of the movie, it follows the plot pretty quickly of the book at the very beginning. Like Ella gets cursed, the fairy refuses to take the curse back. She's obsessed with turning people into squirrels. Baby Ella pees on her. That's funny.
That's funny. It is, I think it's a good way to show like, oh, she's cursed like or she's gifted, quote unquote, like this,
Yeah.
but she's gonna make it her own if she
Yeah.
can.
Yeah. The
Which is
her
very
growing up
Ella in the book.
in the montage of her growing up and her trying to resist or just follow the very like pedantically the command, but then
Hmm.
like her mom's like, hurry up, and then she zooms. Like
Just
low-key a superhero, but only when people command her to be.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
I also really like that the dad in this is not a bad person.
Oh
He's
my, yeah.
just
Mhm.
not able to keep a job and needs to marry rich.
I guess that is one thing that they don't have is the like the curses on other people,
We
which
don't
is
see
in the
it.
book. Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
see it.
We hear about it,
Hmm.
but we don't see it. And the mom dying, I'm glad they didn't make it because she didn't drink the unicorn hair. But it is like one of the most sad like parent dying scenes and a kid's like the acting is so good. Like her on her deathbed
Hmm.
is so like, oh, poor little Ella, this horrible curse. Um, and then we have the Dame Olga, Hattie, and Olive. And Hattie and Olive in this movie are like iconic stepsisters.
Hmm.
Like,
Lucy Punch, who plays the orange one, I don't
mhm,
know.
yeah,
I
Hattie.
don't know which one that is.
She's the one that has a brain.
Oh yeah, she's the one that, yeah, yeah. This is not, this is her second time playing an evil stepsister.
She has played it four times in her. She's played the evil stepsister to Cinderella four times in her career.
I love Lucy Punch. I think
Uh-huh.
she's so funny, like so underutilized.
I
Yeah, but
love her
she's a great
facial
Hattie.
expressions. She's great and like such a mean girl. And of course, again, the mean
Hmm.
girl's gonna figure out I can boss you around and you're gonna have to listen to me. That makes so much sense that that kind of character would figure it out instantly, where these adults are
Yeah,
so dumb.
she's a Regina George.
Yes.
If she has an advantage she can push, she's gonna push it.
hmm Um, and I love that outfits, like each of them has like a theme, like a color theme, but also like a vibe, and it matches so much of the outfits match different outfits that are popular in what their current 2004 fashion was and like Y2K
Hmm.
fashion. And
Lot of feathers. A lot of
God,
feathers.
I like
That shit
the
is
Lizzie
popular
McGuire.
again.
It's so I love it. I don't like the
No,
feather parts because
girl.
it's itchy, but the rest of it I love. I mean, I won't and can't wear it, but I love those outfits, the Lizzie McGuire of it all. I love it. The Cheetah Girl vibes of it all. I'm obsessed.
The Cheetah Girl vibes. It does have Cheetah Girl. I guess that is a movie that came out the same year, maybe.
Around the same time, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's also based off a book. Just saying.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, is
Uh-huh.
it? Yay. Nobody needs to see an episode or hear an episode of me doing the Cheetah Girls. It will just be me reenacting the movie. All very much what our Princess Diaries one was.
Yes. Yes. Very true. The girls go to Frel Community College. Again, a fun, like, modern take on what this medieval world is like. And they have this debate. Oh, this is also after Hattie has, like, stolen stuff from Ella, like her mom's necklace, and just taken advantage of all that. But this debate where Ella is talking about how the Prince Edgar, who's the king's brother, has like like segregated the giants and the elves and everyone, and like just talking like very like their version of like a liberal like stance, and versus Hattie, who's like obsessed with Char, the prince, and is like he's doing great, like, and he's
She's
so
the
cute.
president of Prince
Yeah,
Char's fan club.
yeah. But like watching this, and I'm like in my head, I'm like between reading the Princess Diaries books, this scene, and that scene in Ever After where Drew Barrymore carries the prince, I was like, this is what created my brain. I wasn't indoctrinated at school. I was indoctrinated by this.
This is not Janessa's feminism now, but it was then.
It was when I was 8, and honestly, I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some people never have that, so.
true. It's true. Also, we have Ella's friend. I'm looking up the name. Arita, who was played by I can never say her name. Parminder Nagra, who was in She's the Man.
Yes. Oh my God. You know what? I
Hmm.
saw somebody watching that on my plane home the other
Yeah.
day,
I watched it a couple
and I
weeks
was
ago.
like, Great movie,
It's a
great
great movie.
film." Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Sports.
Not
Woo.
in a way that it's good, but in a way that it is nostalgic.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
mostly good. There's some parts that are not good, but it's mostly
Okay.
good. Yeah. Yeah. It could be gayer.
It could be much gayer. You're right.
Yeah. Hmm.
This movie too.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Like, yeah.
I mean, Sir Edgar is a little bit, you
Well,
know.
he has that villain thing. He has that like
Uh-huh.
Disney villain thing going
The
on.
Disney villain thing. Yeah. Yeah. Um,
What a fun
so
role. Ugh,
Carrie
what a
Ellis
life Carrie
playing,
Ellis has had.
right? And in it's obvious, like in the behind the scenes they talk about it too, but it's obvious that they're like, what if we took the guy who used to play this like young hero and then made him the most comic, goofy ass villain?
Yep.
And the snake, Heston, I hate the snake.
That you just hate
I
snakes.
do.
But the snake is jank. It's so janky.
Hmm. It's so bad.
It's
And a spoiler for the fun facts. Originally, they were gonna use like a rubber animatronic snake, and they
oh,
filmed a
like hmm,
like with remote
yeah,
control,
yeah.
and they built it and they used it for a bunch of it, but then they had to like reshoot almost all the Edgar and Heston scenes because they're like, this looks dumb. Let's just do CGI.
Thank God.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah,
There's
it's
nothing about this movie that needs like hyper realism. We don't need
no,
it. There's
no,
wooden escalators. We're good. We're good
we're
to
good.
go.
That's the
Yeah.
realism I want, and that's all. We did talk about the music, strange music, or
Oh yes.
strange magic to
Strange
start.
magic.
I know my brain.
Embarrassing.
But it starts with strange magic and then later on goes into walking. on Sunshine. The music is so
It's so
like
good.
it's so good, and we haven't even got to like the jukebox section of the movie
What
yet.
was the budget of this movie that they were able to afford all these classic
They had
songs?
a huge
How
budget.
much
I don't
money you
even
gotta
know.
have to have a Queen song and a David Bowie song in the
Right?
same?
Let's look it up. Ella Enchanted budget.
And Elton John. My God.
hmm They had a budget of 31 million. Oof. And they grossed 27.4 million.
Yeah,
So,
sounds about right.
yikes.
I'm guessing I would be interested to know how much it like over the course since it's
Sense.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because let me tell you, they
I
put
don't know.
some money into that DVD menu. And we'll get to that towards the end. I have done my research. Producer Janessa was on the case this morning at 7 a.m.
Yeah, sometimes you just
Yeah,
gotta.
just gotta. I love that the Edgar and Char are opening a mall.
Yep,
Like everything is just so tongue in cheek and it's so fun. And at the mall, we have Ella and Arida protesting the ogre side
yep.
and versus the fan club that Hattie is like in control over.
Is this where the Hattie makes her steal the? No, that's
No.
later.
Yeah, so what happens is um they she gets
Oh,
told like she's like you have to leave and then the fan club says, "Hey Char, are you a fast
are you a
runner?"
fast runner?
And he's like, not really." And then they go, "Get him!" And then they just like chase him. And like I know
This
they're
is
making
it's
fun of fangirls, but also it's very accurate to fangirls.
very reminiscent of like the thing that's now or the thing that's happening now where it's like, can you fight? You know how to fight? You know that? Where like people, oh my God. Like, oh, Janessa. Like people are like talking to or like not talking to, but on online or like adding people talking shit about celebrities. It's like, do you know how to fight? Like, come fight me kind of thing.
Mm,
It's very reminiscent of that to me.
yeah, just the fangirlness of it. And like,
Yeah, exactly. And it's always fangirls. I
of
mean, a lot of it
course,
is joking, but then some people will be
some
crazy out
people
here.
some people actually chase down a prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they
We've
literally
seen
run into each
several
other.
fandoms completely implode upon themselves in the last 6 months. So,
Yes.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So Char runs away and literally runs into Ella and like immediately she like hates him because of like political stuff and his like lack of doing anything,
Ugh.
right?
Yes, this
And
is very. Hmm.
and he has this whole thing is like, I've never met a lady who's not like swooned before me. And she goes, "Wow, I'm glad I could introduce you to that." Like she's like sassy, like, "Wow, I'm so
This
impressed."
guy's a loser. This guy's a
Mhm.
scrub.
Yeah. And like throughout that, he ends up like she like leaves her purse and he's like, stay there. And then she's stuck in the road and they have that scene where he's because he says that she's stuck. And so he has to save her. And so even though I like and I love that because it's like similar in the book, right? Where if she had any control of her own autonomy, she wouldn't be
Hmm.
stuck in these situations needing to be rescued. But because the prince put her in that situation, he gets to rescue her and has like plays into this like
The
gender
honor and the, yeah, exactly.
chivalry, all of that. And
It's
you
like
know,
how men think women need them. It's
yes,
like, oh,
yeah, yeah.
nah.
But I like how the movie like sticks to the like very early 2000s like girl power of it all like throughout it like that is their lens and they don't stray away from it, which like it could easily have done it once and then call it good, you know.
Hmm.
They stuck to it. And in the behind the scenes stuff, the director like 3 times talks about girl power and I'm like, you're a white man, stop talking about girl power, but like thanks, I guess.
Well, that's very on brand with Ella in the book too.
Yes, yes, it is.
She's very like, no, how about you stay and fight the ogres and I'll just go by myself. Thanks so much.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. And then Hattie and Olive show up. Hattie commands Ella to go back to the mall with Olive while Hattie sits there and like creeps out Char and is like, when I used to live in the city, I used to watch you turn your lights on and off. Like just like creepy stuff. And like Like obviously they're playing it up to the extremes, but like as someone who I'm not like a I am a fangirl about a lot of things, but not in the way that not like other
Not this
fangirls,
way.
but not this way. But like, have you ever thought about like what would you ever say if you met anyone you're a huge fan of? I always know I would say nothing besides hi. Like I'd be like hi, that's
Yes.
it. And like, but this
Yep.
is what she's saying is I used to watch you turn your lights on and off. Also,
And there's people like that. There's people like that.
yeah, oh for sure,
How do
yeah,
you know where my bedroom is? It's a
yeah,
castle.
and also if he is turning his lights on and off, what is he doing? Also, does it candles or is it electricity? Is he just playing with fire?
Well, it's definitely not electricity, Janessa. They didn't get electricity in Downton Abbey until
Oh yeah, I
the
remember that episode.
1920s.
Yep.
It's the first one. I'm glad you remember it.
They go back. This is when they go back to the mall, and we have the wooden escalators, and this is when Hattie forces her to steal the glass
Yeah, okay.
slippers. Yeah,
This is
and
people, this is dark. Like that's
uh-huh.
she's they're making her commit like actual crimes.
hmm And those glass slippers were actual glass slippers, and there was only two pairs of them, and Anne Hathaway broke both of them filming these scenes.
Uh,
Of
This is not her
course.
fault.
No.
They're slippers made of glass, and
Yeah.
she's a human being with weight on her body.
Yeah. Exactly. Why'd they make them out of
Like,
glass?
why did they make them out of glass?
Yeah.
That's the dumbest thing. Of course she broke them.
Yeah.
They're lucky she didn't hurt herself.
Right? Isn't
Did
that
she hurt
ridiculous?
herself?
Not that it
Oh,
wasn't
God,
on the
okay.
online information.
I was really
But
panicking.
yeah, I don't know. But the chase scene,
What a weird choice. They probably could have cut hundreds of dollars off the
right?
budget, just not making two pairs of glass slippers.
Yeah,
Because you
just
have to
make
hand
one for
blow
the
them.
display and
I
then
guess they're a mold or something.
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't know how glass slippers are made.
Well, that's because I don't think there's ever really been a pair ever made except for this movie.
Apparently. Yeah.
Where does the glass slipper, like, not like what tale did it come from, but
hmm
like, why did they come up with glass slipper? That's very confusing to
I
me.
bet, and this is my like no information, just guessing. I bet it's a weird translation where it's not literal glass.
Oh,
Like I bet
sure.
because like there were like ceramic shoes, right, that are detailed and fancy
Mm-hmm.
and shiny. So I
Mm-hmm.
bet it's like either a jeweled shoe or like a ceramic like porcelain-esque and
Yeah,
then
something that like glittered like glass or something.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Or
that
like
makes
glass is a
sense.
descriptor, not of not the material, but how it looks, you know?
Yeah,
That's my guess.
that
Just
makes
because
sense.
glass shoes seem so impractical.
Do they? No, do they?
Sitting here in my
You
Crocs.
step on a
Who would
rock
ever wear
wrong.
glass slippers?
You step on like a sharp rock and they shatter to pieces, of course.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Um, the her running around the mall trying to get her way because again she's commanded to run from the guards, from the evil stepsister. But her freezing is a funny bit.
Over the wine barrel is
hmm
crazy.
hmm Just like frozen. Put your hands together, and then she falls. And that bit was in the trailer, I remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I was very excited about this movie coming out when I was little.
Sure, sure, sure.
When they get back to the house, like the dad is out selling watches, which is again funny. He's a watch salesman, right?
hmm
Like he's like doing these like random jobs because he's just trying to make ends meet. And it's just the different jobs. And like way earlier, he's like circling job things, job postings in the
In the
newspaper.
newspaper.
Yeah.
They're very funny.
Yeah. But Dame Olga is furious that she got caught stealing, of course, and Hattie makes Ella blame her friend Arita, and then Dame Olga makes her say that she'll never see her again, that she doesn't want to be her friend anymore. And then that's again heartbreaking, right?
hmm
And
I'm glad they didn't do this in the book, to be honest, because in the book
yeah.
she just runs away. She's like, I will not be doing that.
hmm Yeah. One thing I kind of missed in the movie is like her and Rita's friendship. And I know there's not much time because they put way more focus on like the romance of it all, which again does make sense for what this movie is trying to do. But
Exactly.
I do wish that happened.
Yeah, she's not in it very much, and she's a
Yeah,
fun character
she is fun.
in the book, at least.
Hmm. Mandy then shows Ella Benny, who is her boyfriend that she had turned into a book because Mandy's known for being bad
And
at
Mandy's a
magic.
pretty bad fairy. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a pretty bad fairy.
Hmm.
Have you
Um,
Mandy's like the housekeeper,
oh yeah.
I think. Yeah,
The
mini
fairy godmother
driver.
character kind of esque.
Which is like, yeah, it's interesting because both the book and the movie kind of subvert what we think of as the fairy godmother role because
Hmm.
technically Lucinda is her fairy godmother.
Hmm.
But like Lucinda is such a shit godmother
Hmm.
that Mandy takes the role.
Yeah,
Yeah, I kind of like that.
me too. And I love Mandy. Like she's bad at her fairy job, but she's like a second mother and she's funny and like she does stand up for Ella and herself. Like
Hmm.
I love it. And
Was she trying to cut Benny's hair? Is
yeah, she's
that
trying
what?
to cut Betty's hair and then got stuck into the book.
It's
And can you
silly.
imagine the torture of suddenly being stuck in a book? And like, yes, they've been together for 20 years, but like, do you think they'd, I mean, I guess they end up together later on still.
Yeah.
But like, he's stuck there because she won't show him to anyone, understandably,
Yeah.
because they'll take him.
Yeah.
But
Because she and probably like do something to her to take her magic
mhm,
away.
yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah,
an interesting way to explain because in the book the like her fairy tale book is just never explained,
yeah. It's
which
just
is
like, it's a
fine.
fairy
I didn't
book.
need it. Yeah.
Yeah.
She can see people's diary entries, which is weird.
Hmm.
But like it's an interesting choice for how to
Yeah.
explain in the movie
Because
the
it's kind of
fairy
like
magic of it.
the book is kind of the side character here, like the little quirky side character, whereas Edgar has Heston the snake, Ella
Hmm.
has Benny the book
Benny.
man, right?
The
Um,
bookman.
then Ella is leaving because the book shows that Lucinda is at a giant's wedding or is planning to be at a giant's wedding, and she's gonna go try and find Lucinda to get this curse taken away. As I love as she's leaving, like we have the little rhyming interstitials from Eric Idle, and she like is commanded to get flowers for her sisters or stepsisters and her stepmom, and she gives them poison ivy. Like I just like these little tiny bits of again her rebellion throughout, and it's like it's subtle, but also like she's following the commands technically.
Hmm. Yep.
Um, she runs off for that and she runs into some guys torturing an elf. And this elf who ends up being Slannon starts being like, kick his butt. And that makes Ella kind of like Fiona and Shrek style, just
Yeah.
go kung fu on them suddenly. And like he's like
There's
giving her
no way that
commands.
this scene is a direct take of that scene in Shrek. It is literally
Absolutely.
the same like it's they're in like a circular clearing and
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. She does the splits randomly.
Yep,
Like, yeah. Um, And then we learn about the elves. The wood elves are all forced to sing and dance per Edgar's command, but Slannon is different, and Slannon wants to be a lawyer.
that's right. If the gauntlet doesn't fit, we acquit.
Yep.
Oh, kill
Oh
me.
gosh. Um, but Slannon ends up joining her as they're going the to the Giants because he wants to go appeal to Char to become a lawyer. And so um they're going off and then they end up running into the ogres and I love how the ogre because the bunny scares them once and then the ogre comes out and the ogre goes, I don't like carrots. And this is something I used to quote all the time to myself every time when I was a kid, every time I had carrots in my lunch, I would be like in my head, I don't like carrots. It's just
Hmm.
something that's in there. And I
Yep.
watched that this morning and I was like, oh man, I was a weird little kid.
Not me, I was normal.
Really. That's how we both ended up so normal.
Hmm.
Yep. And again, the ogres hate the prince and humans and the king, or not the king, but the Prince Edgar because they're getting kicked out of their lands and
What's
they're
going
trying
on
to
with the character design of the ogre?
the ogres, the big old
How they get
ogres,
a how they get them booties so booty?
they're in outfits. It's all
I know,
practical
but like,
effects.
is it padding? Is it like drag queen? Like the most extreme
It's like a
padding of all time?
silicone like out like a it's like a silicone outfit that's stuffed. It's
Oh,
like a dive suit, but yeah.
okay, I gotcha.
Mhm. Yeah.
That
And
was
it was really
crazy.
creepy because like the glove like it stops at like your wrist. And so when they took
Hmm.
off the gloves, so like in the behind the scenes when they're getting their makeup put on and stuff, they just had these like
Yeah.
blue big bodies and then it stopped and then that was human hand. Creepy.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like seeing a goalie without their helmet on.
Yeah. It's like, who are you?
Why is your head so small?
With the big pads like this.
Yeah, especially the women.
Uh-huh. And the
They are
pictures, the team
so
pictures
silly.
cracks me up. But yeah, it's very much that. It was the no hands thing or the human hands thing was unnerving. But that's also in the behind the scenes.
Very fun
Yeah.
because their
Um,
design cracks me up.
They were inspired by baboons.
Oh,
That's what the
okay,
director
sure.
said. hmm Yeah, they wanted them to be ape-like, but also still human.
Hmm.
Like, and I'm like, okay, I think you got it
Yeah, sure.
with their big waddle butts.
Yeah, yeah, they got big booties,
Yeah,
big
yeah,
waddle butts. I think
big
that's the
waddle
perfect
butts.
description.
hmm but they've trapped Ella because they told her to stay still, so she's stuck or don't move or whatever. And right before she gets spoiled, Char, of course, shows up and saves her again. Um, and as they're like having another battle, we'd see that Heston is like sneaking and like spying on them as they're going through, which I think they're using the snake wisely in that way. Like it's not just
Hmm.
like some like witty guy. Like
It
he's
reminds
actually
me of the
playing
snake
in a Robin Hood.
from, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I like
I
that
like when
snake.
they like tie him in a knot and put him up with a balloon.
Yep, me too. Down with snakes. Just kidding. They're important, I guess.
No,
They're important. I just don't want to see them.
Janessa.
I just don't want to see them.
They're precious little babies.
Not
I love
according to
Snake.
the most dangerous Animal Planet shows I watched growing up.
That's, you know what, fair enough. And not according to like
What?
every Disney movie in existence.
Yeah, Char saves her. And Char,
Again,
like,
ugh.
yeah, Char saves her again. And they and like he ends up going with her to the giant place. And as they're like traveling, Char keeps avoiding talking about politics, like even when Slanon's asking about able to becoming a lawyer, he's like, I'm sure my Uncle Edgar would love to do that for you. He's very gracious. And then
It's
Ella
like,
like
bro, you
calls him,
know he's
yeah,
like subjugating
yeah. And Ella calls
my
him out on his
people, right?
bullshit, which is so great. Like she does it at first to like stand up for Slannon, but and also be like, you're clueless of what's going on, and you're
Hmm.
gonna have all this power. But then it gets like super personal to her, right? Because she's like, people don't want to. It's no one wants to be forced to do anything they don't want to do,
Yeah.
and like,
I guess the B plot of this movie is that Char is supposed to like take the throne soon.
yeah,
And so Edgar has been telling him like, oh, the reason like I keep the ogre separate is because they killed your dad,
hmm
which turns out to not be true. And like the reason we have the elves only sing and dance is because they love it. It's like they all
yeah,
love it. And the
yeah.
reason like and the giants have started to become aggressive, which is hilarious because we find out they're all like hippie stoners.
Yeah, they're all hippie stoners. And when they get up to the giants, like we see them and they're literally like being like enslaved and forced to work in the fields. And this shocks Char, right? So like Ella's trying to fight for her freedom and Char is essentially getting a reality check this whole movie
Hmm.
of like what the
Hmm.
fuck is going on in your kingdom or what
Which
the
is
heck is going on in your
very
kingdom.
on brand for our world currently. Still.
Yes.
No, how
Unfortunately.
many years? 24 years later.
I was like,
22
oh,
years
12.
later. I can't do math.
Me neither. I was just gonna trust whatever math you figured out.
I
Um,
said 14 first, which definitely was wrong.
yeah. The giant wedding is like a wedding of my dreams. Like them just all being like drunken dancing.
No,
Love.
honestly, so fun.
Love. And I
It's
really
what I
also,
imagine your wedding is going to be like, and I cannot freaking wait.
I mean, that's my plan, at least that part. I've not planned anything else except for I plan to be drunk and dancing. But and also the married part. Um,
Oh, sure.
yeah, I guess that's important.
She
I
must be three things:
drunk,
drunk,
dancing,
dancing,
and married.
third, married. In that order.
Hey, I know what I want.
That's right,
Um,
girl.
I love that the Giants outfit. I like how every like type of like characters have like different outfits. Like the elves are all in like green and like leaf like. The ogres have their baboon niche to them,
Hmm.
and the Giants are like all like yes like stoner hippy dippy, but they're also like way more modern clothes than everyone else. Like they're all wearing like halter tops and like mini skirts,
Yeah,
and
it's
God,
very early aughts. Oh,
their
it's
outfits.
aggressively early
The
aughts.
the dance, the giant dancers, like the women dancing at the wedding, that was what I wanted to wear so bad, and I would beg my mom to buy me halter tops and these skirts. And would I ever get to? No, because my mom was like, one, we're not buying you ridiculous clothes because you're gonna grow in 6 months, and two, you're 8 years old. Calm down. Well, I wasn't actually eight. I was older than that, but you know, uh, I love the wedding.
Yeah,
So
wedding's
much.
very fun.
There's no
They make her
Lucinda.
sing. Is
They
that
make
at
her,
their wedding?
yep. They make her
Hmm.
sing because well, they're trying to get Slannon to sing, but
That's
Slannon's
right. But
avoiding it, and
Slannon doesn't.
so
He doesn't
yeah,
sing.
he doesn't sing.
He's not like other elves.
Yep. And so they end up making her sing, and Anne Hathaway slash Ella sings "Somebody to Love," and she knocks it out of the park. And it's such a fun scene. And this almost didn't happen because the director like had approached Anne Hathaway and was like, "Hey, we think this would be a really fun bit right here if you sang instead of Slannon because of the add in more of the like singing stuff and you know more of the funnier bits of forcing someone to do something they don't want to do, less of the like offensive uh bits, you know. And
Hmm.
Anne Hathaway at this point had not really sung much professionally, like in a professional capacity, like any projects that she'd had been in it. And so she said no at first. And it wasn't until like a couple days before they were gonna film the scene that the director was like, would you sing this Queen song? It was gonna be something else, but they didn't say what song it was. They said we were gonna sing something else, but they didn't say what. Lame.
Which is crazy. Like Queen is like notoriously difficult because Freddie Mercury is so his
Hmm.
range is so crazy. He got all them extra teeth in his
Hmm.
head for singing, for singing real nice.
Yeah. And she was convinced to, and in the behind the scenes, she says, "I'm glad I did at the end. Like I was nervous, but I really had a good time, and it really added to the
Yeah,
vibe of the movie." And I was like, "Yes." Can you
it's
imagine this scene
fun.
not being in there? It would be almost a
No.
different movie because,
And then
like,
it would make the end, the like very end scene
weird.
real weird.
Because like the elves, when they go through the elf part, they do sing, and like Slannon keeps telling them to stop, and like they're just singing like bits, like 30-second bits of
Jeremiah
popular
was
songs.
a bold
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. And so we have like those little bits, but so far they're the only ones singing in world.
Hmm.
And so I'm glad we have this bit because we have just the right amount to make it almost a jukebox musical because it barely has anything to do
But
with the
not
plot.
quite. Hmm.
Yes. Hmm. Um, and of course they end up Char ends up dipping her, and then they have a cute like talk next to the fireplace, and they end up kissing, and like he doesn't
Yuck.
like yeah, and I love this so much. Um, and I also love that the snake comes out and they get stomped.
That's right.
Good bit.
This a classic snake
Mhm.
treatment.
And we have Heidi Klum as the giant.
Yep, which I've never noticed before until I watched
Yeah.
it this time.
And her character's
I
name
was
is
like, is that
Broomhilda.
Heidi Klum? That's very funny.
Yeah. And I think it is funny to make, this literal supermodel like a
And
giant.
oh my God, 2004. This would have been like
Uh-huh.
smack dab in the middle of her like Victoria's Secret angel
Yeah,
career, I think.
absolutely.
Wow,
So
good for
fun.
her.
Hmm.
She's fun. I bet she had the best time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
She's like a little weirdo.
She is a little weirdo because her quote son loves Halloween. I'm like, girl,
Oh, okay, girl.
just
Is
her
that why you
son loves
dressed up
Halloween.
like a
That's why he dressed like a
worm?
worm.
Yeah, okay. You could love it too.
Yeah. Um, we get the little clip of the stepmom and the bat talks, the bat and ox buttocks or whatever it is, the Botox
Oh, mm-hmm,
thing.
mm-hmm.
So fun. And we're back at the castle, right? Because they've left the giants, and we had the fangirls doing a tour through the castle. And when they like, oh my God, Char walked on this floor, and they all start kissing it, and the guide goes, "Ladies, stop tonguing the foyer." It cracks me up every time. Stop patting the foyer. Um,
Yeah, gross.
mhm. Slannon doesn't get let into the castle because he's an elf, and Ella and Char are too lovey-dovey to realize that they lost their bud. Very rude. Very rude.
Very rude.
Ella meets Edgar and Heston here. So they finally meet. And we have the when Edgar says grin and bear it and then hop to it. And so Ella's sitting there like being like, I'm acting like an idiot in front of the prince of like the kingdom or whatever.
Yeah.
Uh, and Heston's like reporting his like spying business to Edgar.
And Edgar
And
doesn't know at this point, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
he doesn't know yet. He was like, that girl's peculiar. And
Yeah, sure.
Ella looks at the library for more stuff about Lucinda while Char talks to Edgar. And he's like, Ella has some really great ideas about the giants, and they're, willing to talk about like better working conditions. And I'm gonna ask her to marry her in the same time, the same place that my dad asked to marry my mom. And this is when Edgar starts like cooking up his little plan, kind of. Like
Plot.
he's like, this is not good news, but I can use this to my advantage and try to figure something out. And so he at the same time, Hattie and Olive, or Hattie really, saw Char and Ella come in and sneak around them. So that instead of chasing them like the other fangirls, they go to the king or to Edgar, and it's like, we have information about our
There
stepsister.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
that's where the plot really, or the evil plot really gets grounded here. Um, and
The
I,
nefarious plot gets grounded.
well, like it gets realized. There we go.
Yeah. Hmm.
When they're
He
sitting
has
there,
his twist.
his twisties. Um, I love when Hattie's talking and all of us is sitting there slurping away on some like funny little drink, and it's just so loud. And like poor Olive is just such a dunce. And
Yeah.
and they use
There
her
always
for
has to be
obvious
one.
one that has to be dumber. And she is used a lot for like comedy, but I'm glad she's not the only like kind of slapsticky bit, right? Like they spread the dumb humor to everyone at different bits,
Yep.
which is good. Because if it was
Hmm.
just her, I would feel like icky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um,
But
and
also she's a rich kid, so I'm like,
true,
wah,
true.
wah.
Well, less rich now,
That's right.
but yeah.
Haha.
Um, Edgar promises Hattie that she can marry Char if they tell her that information. And so Hattie tells him about Ella's curse or that she just follows commands no matter what. That she doesn't know why. And so Edgar goes and talks to Ella in the library and is like, forces her to like, it's creepy the way this is because like he asks her to bend over, pat her tummy, and top her head, like all these like creepy things. And like, yes, he's silly and over the top in a Disney villain way, but like
Hmm.
he's an adult man and we're assuming like a teenager girl. and it's creepy.
I mean, that's why this like curse is so scary, right?
Mhm.
This could easily go like way darker.
Yeah, easily.
It's not going to
And
end these types of books and movies, but it could.
it could have if it was probably an adult book instead of for tweens.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he does give her a dagger and says, at midnight, when Char has asked you to marry him, you're gonna stab this in his back. And of course, she's like terrified because she loves him. We know that she loves him at this point.
Mhm.
And so, or maybe
True
not yet.
love.
True love. But so she's freaked out. She writes a breakup letter to Char, and then she runs away and ties herself to a tree.
Chains
Chains,
herself to a
sorry.
tree. It's crazy. But it's like a snag. It's like a dead tree. I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, pick a live tree.
And there's only one tree in that whole field, so you know those roots are not secured by any other roots.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah. For a quote country girl, she's not very country.
No. Go in the
Yeah.
woods. Why are you in a
Yeah.
field?
Yeah.
Of course somebody's gonna find you.
Hmm. Yeah. And of course, Lucinda shows up looking for some salad bar.
Vivica Fox is so funny.
She
Like,
is.
have you watched Ugly Betty?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's just so good at like this
Uh-huh.
character. It's
Yeah.
so, man,
Great
she's so
casting
funny.
again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Um, and Ella's begging her, Lucinda, to take away the curse, and Lucinda says, you get rid of it yourself. I'm not gonna do that. Like, you're not grateful. But what I will do is unchain you and put you in a beautiful dress and force you to go get down with the prince. And so she
Hmm.
has this gorgeous little dress, and she gets forced to go all the way and interrupt the ball and literally goes in there and like is dragging herself trying to not go in and interrupts Hattie's one dance with Prince Char. Um
She's like
and
dragging the
yeah, the
table,
table. Like,
like the
no.
solid oak table.
Yeah.
Like, damn, this magic be strong, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're dancing and he's like Prince Char is like still like heartbroken at this point and he's like tell me your true feelings. And so she tells him that he loves her. And immediately he's like, okay. And then brings her to the Hall of Mirrors, which is this like really pretty, like little garden mall, like mirror room. So
Hmm.
pretty.
I'm so glad
Um,
you mentioned that you love me because I have a
mhm.
question.
That I'm glad I was mad at you, but not anymore. Forgiven. Such a, teenage boy reaction, even though Hugh, whatever his name is 30 years old when filming this. But
Hugh
that's Hollywood.
Dancy.
Yeah. Um, he like is proposing to her and Ella's crying because of this curse. Carrie Elwes, Edgar and Heston are like creepily watching from a side window, like, um, and it's getting closer and closer, and she's like, "No, I can't marry you." And then she like looks into her in the mirror and like screams at yourself, like, "You will not be obedient," and is able to break the curse. And a lot of fans of the book that don't like the movie, specifically, it's because of this. They think it's because like they're like, well, wouldn't the mom
How
and the
is it
daughter
broken in the book?
like essentially the same thing but without the
Oh,
mirror? She just
like
yells at herself.
that's right. That's
Yeah, it's
right.
the same
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
That's
But
why I
like,
was wondering. I was like, but Lucinda doesn't break it in the. She like refuses.
yeah,
She like gets turned into a squirrel and then decides
yeah,
she's never doing magic again.
yeah, yeah,
What what a
yeah,
great book. God.
yeah. Because so the people don't like this because they're like, well, wouldn't the Ella and her mom practice this in a beer? Like, the way wouldn't they have thought about it? And here's what I think. I think because just earlier, Lucinda says, "Why don't you get rid of it yourself?" That is technically a command that then opens up the opportunity for Ella to then break it herself.
Oh,
So she still has to break it
okay.
herself by telling it. But like I think because she says that, she has like that option.
Oh, smart. Yeah, I bet you're right.
So that's what I would say to all those, random people who hate this movie as an adaptation,
It's
which is
so
wild still.
what a weird
Wild.
thing to
Yeah,
hate.
right? I was like, this is not the worst adaptation. Aragon is right there.
Aragon is Avatar: The Last Airbender movie, the M. Night Shyamalan
Also,
version, is right
right
there.
there.
Oh, and it is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aragon is right there. Do you think, okay, well, no, Aragon is really beloved. And I
The mo
loved it when I was younger.
the
No,
movie,
no,
yeah.
no, not the
The
movie.
book, yes. The movie.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
saying, like, do you think it's because this book is like really beloved? But so is that one. Like,
Yeah. I don't know.
I
But
don't know. I don't get it.
but
Feel like
because
some people just like, I mean, don't, I'm a hater at my very core, but
mhm,
not about this, not about,
no
not in this, not in this
scenario.
partner, not in this.
Yeah. Other episodes you can go listen to. She's a certified
That's right.
hater.
Go to the birding with benefits one, both of them. You'll get an earful. An hour and a half
Um,
of me ranting.
it's a fun episode. Um, so Ella drops the knife, and because Char is unaware of any of the curse, he doesn't understand the context of this, right? So of course he thinks that she's trying to kill her, like kill him actually, which I think, like, yes, Char is very oblivious to most things in life, but this does make sense for his worldview at this moment. Um, and
Well,
I mean
do it.
that like
I mean, I guess she was like super against what she
mm,
perceived as his political policies and stuff.
yeah.
I
And like if someone
guess.
just had a knife behind you and then dropped it, like
I don't know.
why do you
Maybe
have a
she was
dagger next to my knife or my
cutting, giving
back?
him a haircut.
Yeah. Well, you know how that goes. Poor Benny.
That's right. Poor Benny.
But Ella gets taken away to jail, and Edgar is like telling Char that Ella's a part of a coup from the ogres. Like she was working with the ogres, which was a trap originally that to try and get Char, etc., etc. Slannon has gotten the
Done,
giants
done,
done
gotten.
got done gone. He's gotten the jeez, he's got the giants, the ogres, and the elves that like we've encountered throughout the movie, and they're sneaking in. And I love the bit where like they're all it shows them all cramped up in the carriage. It's just so funny to me. It's like clown carring it up. And they sneak in, and instead of releasing Ella right away, the ogres are like attacking the guards while Slannon's doing his big like lawyer monologue, and this is where we have the OJ reference.
Yep.
Um, and the goofiness of like kind of like similar like in like Mulan, whenever you have a group of guys trying to get into a castle, it's just a fun bit, you
That's
know?
right. It's fun in The Princess Bride.
Yep. Yeah. Storm in the
Yeah,
castle,
it's perfect.
we have fun,
It's always good. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
They stopped the
Maybe
coronation
not
of
enough cloaks on fire for this
true,
particular one, but
true. Uh,
we take what we
they
can get.
they go and they interrupt the coronation. Ella yells, "Drop that crown!" And
Because
they
the
start
crown
having
is
this. It's
poisoned.
poisoned. I also love when they're looking at Benny to see Edgar, and he's like cartoonishly sneaking and switching the crowns.
That's right. Ain't no
Excuse me.
reason for it. But
It's so
there
funny.
Elvis was like, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be me.
I'm gonna be
I'm gonna
100 right
do
here.
what I wanna do.
Hmm.
Yeah, good for
And
you.
they Heston breaks the break in case of emergency the red guard button, and so all these like ninjas show up to join the battle. And one of my favorite mini tropes in these kind of movies is when two characters are arguing in the middle of a battle and are still kicking butt. Like it does not make sense, obviously, because this none of this movie makes sense. But like in
Mhm.
the middle of the battle, they're arguing Ella and Char, but
That
they're both
still
like
only counts as
kicking butt.
one.
Exactly. I love two characters arguing mid-battle and winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. They're so good.
Yeah.
They don't need.
They can multitask. Um, so they end up, defeating the Red Guard. Mandy also mid-battle turns Benny back into a man. Well, first a pumpkin and then a man. Um, and then Heston almost bites Char, but the fangirls see that and the fangirls chase Heston. And in his evil monologue, Edgar says like, "I am the king. I should be king," and puts on the poison crown and goes, "Oopsies," and falls over. Hattie gives one last try to command Ella to do something, to never kiss Char again. And Ella says, "Nice try," or something like that, and snags the necklace back. And then they get married, and we have the "Don't Go Breaking My Heart"
Ugh.
and her
And
dress.
everybody knows the choreographed.
Ugh,
Yeah, the go-go boots with the short white dress. What a look.
I like,
What a
and the
look.
dress that this
Is that
the
what you're
long
gonna wear at
skirt.
your wedding?
I looked at that
Because
and I was like, I would love to wear this
I could
dress.
see
I
I could
could,
see you doing it at your
I know,
reception.
right? And like, I never thought I'd be a two dress kind of person, but after seeing that, I'm like, maybe I'm gonna be a two dress kind of person.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
just with the boots, it's so fun.
It's so fun. And the "Don't Go Breaking My Heart," it's so fun. Everyone has a happily ever after. It's so
Hmm.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't get the haters on this one.
No, me neither. It's so good. I love early 2000s DVDs because they really put a huge budget to DVDs. And this one did not disappoint. They have a
Yeah.
ton of deleted and extended scenes, and I watched them. A few of them were just extended bits that didn't really add much. At one point, we see the scene of Edgar poisoning the crown, and it's like Frankenstein-esque. Like there's like lightning, and it's like flashing from like lit and not lit, and we see him like holding Hess's head, like getting the venom from Hester or Heston, and then dropping it on there, and he's like laughing maniacally, and it's so fun. And like even though like the little bit in like the Benny
Dang.
book was funny, I kind of wish they kept that in because it was just even more ridiculous and it adds to the goofiness of him. There's a montage of when after Ella writes Char the breakup letter, there's a montage to this one of the songs that and it's in here, the "Once Upon a Time I Did What I Was Told" song, which they wrote for the movie.
Mm.
And it's a montage of heartbroken Char in his bedroom staring at the wall, and Ella staring at the cell wall, and Benny gets put in the trash, and Slennon is like going through the rain in the forest to go find help. Like it's a full montage, and I'm like, this is a bit long, but again, it is really funny, and I kind of wish they kept it in. At the
What's the
wedding,
runtime of this movie? It's pretty short.
it's pretty short. It's like a little over an hour and a half, I believe, like
Yeah.
hour
Mhm.
40-ish, 45.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's not, it's a tight movie. It's like they did a great job
Hmm.
with the keeping the stuff they needed in. Um,
Yeah. Bring
there's a
back short movies.
bring back short movies with a long deleted scenes for the
That's
DVDs
right.
for me.
For Janessa
Yes.
in particular,
Yes,
yes.
yes. After they get married, there's a ton of stuff that they had that they didn't keep in there. For example, Ella's dad declares that he was going to get a divorce from Dame Olga. The ogres are knighted, and then immediately Dame Olga tries to flirt with the ogres.
What?
Yeah. Like, "Hello, rich man," is like something she says. It's a little with her like Botoxed to the skies face.
Sure.
Um,
Her Botoxed.
yeah, her Botoxed. Lucinda shows up and Ella passes on the gift, and then Hattie and Olive beg for gifts, and Hattie says, "I want to marry a prince," and Lucinda like, but in like a mean Hattie way, of course. And Lucinda is like, "Okay, sure," and gives her a frog prince, and then Hattie like calls Lucinda, "You stupid old bat," and then Lucinda turns Hattie into a frog princess with the same like orange like bow that matches her dress. So like we have a prince frog and then Hattie frog, and then Olive says, "I never mind. I'm okay. I'm happy with what I have,"
That's right,
and
Olive.
yeah, and so then but then she carries these two frogs. So now Olive has these two frogs. And I was like, those are great deleted scenes. Like, I understand
That's
why they're not
very
in there,
fun.
but like,
Sure.
good
That's
bits.
very fun.
There is a game on the DVD, and I did play it. It is called Prince Charmant's Fan Club, a game, and he's trying to escape the fan club to find Ella. And there's two levels,
Hmm.
and it's essentially like a map of like 5 by 5 squares, and each level there's a couple mini levels in between the quote two levels. You have to get from one corner to the next, and it flashes really fast the squares that the fan club's hiding behind. So you have to like memorize where not to go if you go
I
on them.
see. Hmm.
Yeah. And I beat it first time. Just saying. Um,
Wow. Gamer.
gamer with my little controller. And then there's a half hour behind the scenes of the magical world of Ella Enchanted, and I watched it, and like I think of compared to other behind the scenes like mini docs that I've watched on DVDs because I am that person who does that. It's not the best one because they do put a lot of the like final edited bits in there and they don't
Hmm.
really talk about how they filmed it. It's a lot of just interviews, but they did have a lot about the music, which was really interesting to me because again, the music we talked about the budget's bonkers. For
Hmm.
example, in
Crazy.
the Don't Go Breaking My Heart, the male part is sung by Jesse McCartney, and he was huge at that time.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Not Just Make Believe was written for Ella Enchanted, and If You Believe was also written for Ella Enchanted, and that second If You Believe was written by Bryan Adams.
Jesus Christ. What
Yeah,
the crap?
yeah.
Who
Uh,
directed this? Do they like have
um,
ins everywhere?
I don't know. Miramax at the time was making a lot of
Oh,
money. Yeah,
is Miramax the Weinstein one?
I don't, I don't
I
know.
think it
Let's see.
is.
Unfortunate.
I mean, it's unavoidable,
Yeah,
you know?
it's the Weinstein one.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
unavoidable to like
yeah. It's
watch a movie
2004.
that he's
Yeah,
in
involved
involved in
in.
some
Yeah,
way. Yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah.
that's
hmm
that's how he
Unfortunate.
was able to get away with crap. Yeah.
Yep. They had a little interview of Raven about her version because True to Your Heart is her version of it.
Sure.
And she talks about it like, well, of course I don't want to like change anything that Stevie Wonder didn't do because who would touch anything by him? I just trying to add my own little flair. And I was like, hell yeah,
My
Raven.
God, she also did Superstition. Like
Mm-hmm.
she, wow,
Yeah. Yeah.
wow. Good for Raven.
Good for Raven. And then they talked about Jump Five's Walking on Sunshine and how it was so popular that they had to add that. And my brother was obsessed with Jump Five.
Hmm.
When he was probably would have been like 6 at this time. They talked about the visual effects they used with the giants, like switching, like when the giants films are being seen, the like human or the smaller sized characters were dolls that they were talking to, and then they would switch it. They talked about kind of like the angles, like they do in like other like Lord of the Rings, where they have the the hobbits versus
Yeah, yeah.
Gandalf.
Hmm.
They talked about the ogre prosthetics. Talked a lot about the fashion. I wish they talked more about the fashion. They talked about it like we wanted to make it modern and fun, but still like kind of medieval. And I was like, I want more from the fashion person. Let them talk.
Costume designers, let them speak.
Yes. It was filmed in Ireland, which I think is a great choice because they're able to make all that saturated green really green. And then since it was gray all the time, they're able to in post make it extra blue to make it more magical, which
That's so
again,
fun.
so fun. They talked a bit here about what I talked about earlier about the dancing and singing and dancing conversations. And they talked about how they purposely wanted to make, quote, an eclectic and international cast. That's the quote that they used. And I was like, all right, 2004.
Okay, 2004. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it's
Um,
diverse for 2004. We have women in it.
right.
What
Well,
more
I
do you
have,
want?
yeah.
Um,
And then I have some other fun facts. The nurse at the end of the last music scene when we see Edgar getting pushed out in a wheelchair, that nurse is actually Anne Hathaway's cousin who was visiting
fun.
and they're like, "Do you want to do this?" And they're like, and she's like, "Yeah." So she got to do that. Like we talked earlier, Lucy Punch has played Cinderella's stepsister 4 times, which was the
Crazy.
2000 Cinderella, Ella Enchanted, the 2008 Cinderella, and Into the Woods.
Oh my
And then,
God,
like I said,
yes, I
yeah,
forgot she was. Wow.
right?
Good for her. She's so funny.
Yeah. And then, like I said earlier, Han Hathaway broke 2 pairs of glass slippers.
Again, this is not on her.
Why did they do that, Marissa, is this movie a good adaptation?
Okay, haters, listen up. It is. It has the strong-willed Ella. We love her.
Hmm.
Just because the plot isn't, I mean, there's no plot on the book. I said this before.
Yeah.
It's like it's not really plot driven. It's fully driven by like Ella herself.
It's a character story.
It's a character study, yes,
Yeah.
of Ella. But yes, it is. It's so
Hmm.
fun. It's so good. The music is so good. It's a good movie and it's a good adaptation of the book.
Hmm.
Um, and we've we've talked about quite a few adaptations
Hmm.
where we hated the book, not quite a few, but a couple where we
Hmm.
hated the book but really liked the adaptation.
Hmm.
Um, and it's like I've said in those ones before, like, how does somebody read this horrible book and make this amazing thing out of it? But I liked in this one, because the book is very good,
Hmm.
how they read it and they're like, okay, I see the vision here of how we could like transform it into a
Hmm.
watchable medium,
Hmm.
um, and like classic storytelling
Yeah.
over film kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
I agree. I think they do a good job of adapting the Ella of it all and the idea of what would happen if you were cursed to obey everything. Like that's really the meat of the book. And I think, and then also the Char and Ella love story, right? And I think they
Yeah.
like made it
Yep.
better and
Hmm.
in all those ways. And I also think they had a specific vision visually, tone-wise, the writing, like everything matches each other. Like there wasn't like bad
Hmm.
writing, great acting. There wasn't bad acting, great, right? Like everything is on the same level. And that we
Yeah.
do not get that often anymore. Like yes, the CGI wasn't great, but it was 2004. It's
I would
perfect for
classify
2004.
this maybe in like almost as a B movie, like
Almost, yeah.
where like it wasn't meant to be like this huge blockbuster,
No.
which is we've talked about this before ad nauseum
Mm.
probably, but it's
Hmm.
like we have like huge blockbusters now and like little indie darlings, and there's
Hmm.
no like mass appeal. There's very little mass appeal movies anymore, and that is what Ella Enchanted
Yes.
slants into. It is for
Yes.
mass appeal, to, obviously to a specific audience, but I think it can appeal more to or
Hmm.
to more people than just
Hmm.
like teenage girls.
Yeah. Like,
I loved
and
watching it. I'm
yeah.
old.
Yeah. It's again one of the movies that my family didn't like roll their eyes when I chose it was my turn to choose a movie. Which is why
Hmm.
I chose it often, as I wouldn't
Yep.
get yelled at for choosing a quote dumb movie.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's
a
great.
lot of yeah,
And
a lot of appeal there.
I forgot to tell you, on the DVD, there's also commentary by the director and Anna Hathaway and Hugh, what's his name? Dancy? Is that his
Yep.
name? Yeah.
Hmm.
And so maybe next winter when I'm bored. Actually, I won't be cold. Just kidding. I'm going to California. Never mind. Um, maybe next time I'm sick, I'll watch
There you
the
go.
commentary and see if it's any good. And I'll report back.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I expect a full detailed report.
Yeah. Uh, you'll get one.
And I'm so happy.
But
I know the
they-
way I said that made it sound like I wasn't, but I am. I love
I mean, we have
as
watched the
much as
Lord of the
I
Rings
love
commentary in one day because we are sane
I tell
people.
people this, they think I'm insane.
And
I'm
it's
like,
not the
yeah, we've
first time I've
watched the
done that.
extended edition commentary. And they're like, oh, it's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, oh, you can't hear the movie.
Yeah.
It's just the
It's just the
commentary over the
commentary.
movie.
Yeah. And I've done that multiple times in my life, and I will do it again.
No regrets. I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Thanks again, Marissa, for joining the pod. Yay.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, listeners, for listening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Read the Book First Podcast. Follow us on your preferred podcasting platform. Rate us 5 stars. If it's not 5 stars, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Keep your thoughts to yourself.
Unless they're good.
Yeah.
And remember, read the book first.